Good morning, builders, and welcome to day 17 of building an AI company from scratch. I got my key light here because natural light sucks today. It's completely cloudy, so yeah, it's also raining, which is why I got to close my window. And let's figure out what to do today. These are some of the goals I completed yesterday, so I'm gonna clean them up and restructure the things I want to do today. So a bit of brainstorming, and for sure gonna do the tasks that we didn't complete yesterday. And after brainstorming is done, we're just gonna start ticking those fucking goals off the whiteboard. Let's do it. And with that, we are done. These are at least what I want to do today. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them, but a big chunk of it will be the meeting with King over here. When it comes to content, this set of things, which is be the reply on X, on YouTube, and post on all socials, that's basically another set of things that will be very recurring. Like, I'll do them every single day. And then I got some daily specific things like upgrading to Tella, which I have an idea for. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's see. Set an A10 up and start testing it, organize learning resources, adding them to Discord, and making a learning roadmap, both for myself and for you guys to follow. Now, will I complete all of them today? I don't know, especially because the meeting takes time. Like, it actually takes a chunk of my day out, and I can do anything else aside from these things. Like, I can do multitasking, like, for example, learning the roadmap and organizing it while posting the things on Discord, which automatically makes me organize all my resources. And maybe while I do that, I also test an A10, because that's where I guess most of those learning resources will be about. But in that case, if I'm on a meeting, I'm on a meeting. Can't do anything else aside from the things in this bracket. So that will be a huge time block. Not huge, I mean, I guess it will be an hour or two, but still, it's quite some time. That being said, let's start with a practical day. So Tella liked a reply where basically I said to this guy Vince that Tella is the best screen recording app so far, at least amongst the one that I tried. And yeah, I tried a few of them, even more than I actually recorded, because I've been screen recording and doing stuff with my screen for quite a lot. So I tried a few ones like Screen Studio, like I remember back in the days Camtasia and ScreenFlow, and the traditional screen recording app for Mac, and OBS, so many of them. What's the new one? Super something, the one that you can kind of see in day 2 or day 3 at the very beginning. And I came to the conclusion that I want to use Tella, and you already know that, but that got me thinking. Actually, that reminded me that when I was using Tella with my old account, with my Gmail account, you know that now I'm using my other account with the vibe.builders. That's my domain. And so my email is dom@thevibe.builders, and I use that email to make a new account and get another free trial because they wouldn't let me change my email unless I made a new account or I contacted them. So I just made a new one. But today, the second week of the second trial is over, and I completely forgot about the fact that I sent them a message here at Tella support, basically asking for a discount because I wanted to upgrade to the yearly plan. And look at what they said. I didn't notice this. Hey Domenico, I can offer you 30% for 1 year. You can use code 1Y30 at checkout. Best regards, Johnny. Thank you so much, Johnny. And let's actually do that, because I think that brings the total cost from $144 to $100. That should be the calculation. Let's check it out. It costs $19 per month, but if you go to yearly, it's $12 per month, which is already a 40% discount. If I click on buy now, the premium, the pro, sorry, not the premium. I don't need the premium. Yeah, it's 144. But if I add the code 1Y30, let's look at that. Ho, it's working for a total of $100.80. I'm gonna add my card details, and that's the first expense of week 3. Not the only one of the day, so let's do it. It's an investment. I have to do it. I'll use it for demos for the products, for the things I build. I use it for internal SOPs, and I have it for a whole year. This is a steal. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, done. I'm currently a Tella Pro member. Thank you guys building a Tella. I don't know if you will ever watch this, but you're helping me a lot with making my content, and you help me a lot make money soon. But now, let's get back to work. I just found out 2 things. The first one is that Meta AI is probably the dumbest AI I tried. How I found that about the second thing, because I needed to make a Instagram saved collection, so bookmarks, collaborative, for my editor to access, but it's one that I already made, right? So I didn't know if it worked for existing collection or I had to make a new one. So I said Meta AI is the AI that owns, like it's integrated with Instagram. It should know. No, it fucking doesn't. I asked, how can I make a collection collaborative? And it responded with Google collection. Then I said, I mean Instagram saved collection. And then it said how to create, how to find a saved collection. Then I said, how can I make one collaborative, referring to what it just said, right? No, Google fucking Docs. Don't use Meta AI. It's so dumb. I then went to Grok, and I got the answer. Basically, the limitation is that existing private collection cannot be made collaborative. That's it. Meeting with the editor is over. My mom just brought the groceries, so let's go and pick them up in a very unique way. This is the Italian way. Let me show you. Yeah, this is the way. Because we don't have an elevator in our condo, so she isn't coming back home. She's going to the gym, which means at least I can have dinner with no compromises. And here it is. Okay, some pasta and bread and potatoes. Ooh, a camera. So brain rot. This is my favorite thing. Some salmon, juicy salmon, and big fucking broccoli. True Italian. Pasta. Yeah, I have a lot of brain rot going in my head right now. Probably because I've been talking too much during the meeting. But yeah, let me put everything where it should be and back to work. It's been a few hours. Just had dinner, came back to my desk, and the day is almost over. I'll be working another like 2-3 hours. But yeah, right now it would be, I think, wise to just brainstorm on a few things, including content. After the meeting I had with my editor, I didn't complete anything else because I've just been the reply guy on X, because I really want to hit 2,000 followers on X before the end of the week. Right now I am at 1,980, so just 20 followers. I'm pushing a lot on that, and I'm getting so much feedback. I'm making so many connections. The Discord will be thriving with builders. I'm inviting manually. I'm picking the best builders that are truly building, and so we can basically create a leveled up version of the building public community on X, if you know that. But that's static. I want something dynamic, as always. If you've been watching for a bit, you know I want to make a like headquarters, virtual headquarters, where there's multiple offices, multiple rooms. You can have your own room, your own office, your own desk. You can have your character. You can literally see who's online by walking to them. It's as if we are part of a big company, but like branding wise, it's kind of like applying the corporate concept to a brand. It's hard to describe it as I see it in my mind, because it's still very kind of vague, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun. So yeah, I guess let's just get back to building, and I'll catch you guys in the daily recap. There we go with the daily recap. If you're new here, this part of the video is structured like this. We do community feedback, so I reply to your comments or DM on Instagram or X. Then I do data track, so I basically show you how the situation changed in terms of balance and followers compared to yesterday. And last but not least, some strategy. So I brainstorm on what's next, at what point I'm at, what thing I should implement, some random ideas, and yeah, anything you can basically copy or help me build. It's your choice. Now let's start with the community feedback. So I got a comment from Stardust Story Build. If you don't know, this channel actually started the same series after me, so they're copying me. No, I'm joking, but that's the comment on which I basically replied and trying to steal their viewers. And so yeah, that's why that emoji. But that's great to hear that. Noob Master, as always, doesn't miss a single video. Says, yes, we'll take this into your DMs, like your UGC idea, but we'll talk to you in the DM. Thank you. Yes, he's referring to the complete strategy I talked about when it comes to how to make money. As a college student, he basically needed anything, literally anything, and so I kind of spinned up a few ideas for him to try. Now let's check X. Today I connected with so many people. This is really amazing. And one of them that actually like stuck with me, it's he is Momo. Look what he did. He did this. He was literally having lunch and watched me on that big ass TV, and yeah, I'm becoming Netflix. And he said Netflix is, for losers, and so we're launching Growflix. Yeah, I like this guy. I like this guy, and that's what we're gonna resume our conversation from, because basically we were talking and I asked for his feedback, and he said, let me go back and skim it quickly. He's also gonna start his channel soon, so that's amazing. We can grow together and get on the same journey. So let's see what he had to say. Maybe not much feedback as much as raw thoughts. Number one, I only have an Eminem Funko Pop. You have to catch up. I got 32. And you don't see my Tupac Funko Pop from here. I got it in like over here. I got it over here. What is it? No, it's too hidden. But yeah, I have a Tupac one. I didn't really understand what you are building other than some AI tooling. Yeah, I should make that clearer probably, because it makes sense when you're following me since the beginning, but if you are actually watching a random ass video, that's a good idea actually. You don't really know what I'm doing, right? Okay. So I'm thinking about, now that my brain is connecting the word Netflix that I pronounced a while ago, and this suggestion from you, and it's thinking, all dopamine, like addictive Netflix series always make you understand what's going on, what's the main plot, despite being in a subplot, which a single episode could be. You still know what the whole thing is. And if you don't watch, like if you watch until episode 4 and then you watch episode 5 of that same season after months, you kind of still remember and you know what the whole thing is. So I think I can improve on that. To answer that, I'm not building anything yet. I'm building myself as a product. I'm saying this a lot because I think it's really like that. Like, I'm shipping myself. I'm shipping my ability to convey messages, to display information, to network, to build, brainstorm, make content. Like, my life is like I'm shipping it as if it's a product, which needs basically to funnel you from top to bottom. So this is what I'm working on, and the actual products, when I launch them, which is gonna be very soon, like I'm ready, like I'm dialed in. I just have to fine tune a few more details for the community, because I want to have you guys following me, being able to follow me practically, not only theoretically and by watching the video, right? Because let's say I say I'm building this and this is how I'm doing it, and you just watch it from your screen, but you don't have the links and direct frameworks I'm using. I think it's a kind of like a done with you type of service that I'm providing for free. So I want to do that before I actually start shipping. But yeah, I'll be shipping, and everything I will do, it will just be a feature of myself, which is the main product. Number 3, this is just for me, but it's a bit slow, and I'm watching at 1.3 speed. It's not the speech, it's more the video cuts. Okay, it's a bit slow. So you think more cuts are needed, right? Okay. Yeah, the whole concept is that I really want to, like, this is technically almost completely raw, right? So that's the whole vibe here. But I can improve on that. I can test that out. Thank you. Number 4, I don't know why I continued watching other than it was interested to see how others go about their daily life. But I also imagine that I would quickly, let's say, lose interest if this is the only format you're producing. Then I'd rather not watch for a while and just kind of catch up on everything in a big chunk. It's a time investment after all. You are absolutely right. And I was thinking about this a couple hours ago. That basically I already have long form content produced. I just need to find the perfect packaging for it. Kind of like if you go watch my first video, the I Quit video, you will see the type of editing is different. There's one narrative only, one promise that gets fulfilled until the end in a short amount of time. That video is like 10 minutes. So I do have a few ideas. One of them is to simply but prepare content that is not documented in these type of videos. I just do that, and that's, a closed loop. What you're seeing here is always an open loop. Like, every episode opens another loop. Because that's my day. You just leave like if you were me. But the second idea is I take, let's say, one of the concepts that you can navigate through timestamps and make that another piece of content. For example, you watch that video in which I went over a complete strategy of marketing, or a strategy of like how to make money as a college student, and me talking about that thing took like a few minutes, which could be a long form in and of itself, right? So let me know if that would kind of solve this issue, and you would be able to kind of receive value from those video only. But at the same time, if you're more interested in the storytelling and like progressing alongside me, you watch this series right here, which will make, again, more sense when I provide you with the resources and I make the Discord like actionable, and I also launched a virtual office, which is my big plan. Then it makes more sense, because you kind of have not only
It goes even beyond the concept of live streams. You don't just see me live through a screen. You can come to my desk and talk with me while I'm doing my things in the day. That's the concept I want to implement. So there's a few things going on in my head. I'm very creative. Like, the reason why I don't get to build and just build is because I have so many ideas and I always make them practical. And so I don't know where to start in most cases. But I'm trying to prioritize things. Number 5, I'm also dictating things, but only because my iPhone screen is kind of unresponsive. Yeah, I probably know what you're talking about. So I feel you. Number 6, it's nice that you're taking time for community messages, and just in case, hi YouTube. Yeah, you are live. Number 7, the things that I said before. So let's go over all of them again. So number 1, I'm joking. Yeah, man, I like you. I like how you speak. I like how you're down to earth. Like, we kind of speaking like friends already. You gave very valuable feedback, and I'm not gonna take much longer so that you can just go to this timestamp and see all this thing only. I don't want to waste your time too much, but yeah, thank you for the valuable advice. This is really valuable. Avini, again, we kept talking because I sent you the link, yes, to join the Discord. That's quite cool, bro. It is probably a little outside of my expertise if I had to be truly honest. However, I would be happy to continue the conversation, never leave any unturned stones, as they say. Do you have a background in coding yourself, or would you say your expertise lies more in marketing? Yeah, here we were talking about the office idea. If you want, you can stop the video and see what this will look like in a written format. I do have a background in coding in high school. I did 5 years of IT high school, but I basically lost all progress because in the last 2 years I focused more on marketing and branding on my own than school itself, especially because it was COVID, so we were studying from home. So we couldn't like do robotics in our labs and like get dialed in and the very practical stuff that I was interested in the beginning. So I slowly lost interest into that. I don't regret it because now my marketing expertise are kind of helping me right now in what you're seeing. And with vibe coding, I guess I did the right choice, right? If you need any advice on tech stack, AI tool tips, and things like that, fire away. I'll try my best to answer. Awesome. Yeah, man, I will, for sure. Got a few voice messages from Steven and Oni, so I'm just gonna keep talking with them. Those two guys, you already know them. They have already been featured in this series. I actually forgot about Bill, so let me give you a quick answer. He said, one last question, you have almost 5k posts, I have 1.5k posts, I have 69 followers, you have more than 1,000. Yeah, I want to hit 2,000. How? Especially with so few posts. You must be super efficient in your content. That's actually something that I was observing with other creators a few weeks ago. I thought the same thing. There's creators with less posts than me, but more followers. And it all comes down to a bit of luck, I guess, and in general, the virality potential of what you post, which is something that you inherently don't choose. Like, something goes more viral than something else. You know, it's obvious. I think on this platform, building in public AI related stuff is growing, but it isn't like the reason why you get on the platform, which ultimately means people that are in our niche aren't the ideal, like, generic user you can find on X. So with that, basically, why did I say luck? Because I started posting when NFTs weren't so hot in 2021, and that's how I basically grew my account. And I got some posts that I remember went viral. I did some collaboration with NFT communities, which back then they had to launch like 10,000 NFTs, so they needed at least like 5,000 people, because some people could buy multiple NFTs, right? But some projects had more than 10,000 people whitelisted and that wanted to get the NFT but couldn't, so there was a lot of engagement farming in order to grow the account and generate a lot of hype around the collection so that the price could go up. Supply and demand, essentially. That was the whole thing that Twitter was for when it comes to NFTs. And so I took part in some giveaways because I was a content creator that had like already more than 15K. It was 20K followers on TikTok. So when they would reach out to me to promote the collection, I would also offer to do giveaways on X. And yeah, that allowed me to grow a little bit. But again, if you go and check the activity before I started posting and completely shifting to AI, it was very dead. There, you will see my meme coin, like 2 or 3 months of meme coins. That's what I quit, the 10K per month business I quit before doing what I'm doing right now. You will see a lot of activity in there too. I grew quite a lot, but before that, completely dead. Like, to revive my account, it's like I'm starting from scratch again, right? It's not like I have like hundreds of views per post. You can check the views on my post. If I don't post inside any community, just my account, you will see that I struggle to hit like 3 figures. It's usually less than 100 people watching the single tweet. So I basically, that's a vanity metric that I don't really care about right now. And you shouldn't either. Because in your case, if you talk about percentages, you have 6 views on a reply to a like initial tweet. You have 39 views of your on your tweet in 4 hours. That's more than 50% of your followers. So for me to get that amount of like that percentage, I need to have like 1,000 views, more than 1,000 views on one of my posts, which never happened, like at least recently. It just doesn't happen. So don't really focus on followers. Focus on the quality of what you post. It's day 40. I'm pretty sure in day 80 things will be better than day 40. Maybe you hit a lucky day, the algorithm pushes you, or you somehow go viral inside the building public community or whatever other community you post in, and that's it. You're set, right? So yeah, keep going, bro. When it comes to data tracking, let's see how much the situation changed from yesterday in terms of balance and follower. This was the most expensive day so far because I paid a yearly subscription for Tella, which is what I'm using to record the daily recap, so what you're looking at right now, and $150 for the editor, the weekly payment, for a total of minus $250, which puts me at $569 spent in 17 days. When it comes to follower, 30 new followers. It's one of the best days because I gained 19 on X, nothing on Instagram, 4 on YouTube, and 7 on TikTok. Now, these changes are very unrelated. So I can't really attach specific growth to what I'm spending right now, which technically means what I'm spending is completely going to zero, right? Well, yes and no. Because I wouldn't be able to grow as fast on YouTube and TikTok if it wasn't for my editor, and I wouldn't be able to, again, do the same. And also, talking about the future, I wouldn't be able to sell as much as I will sell without the product demos I'm able to create with this software, which I basically paid $8 per month. If you think about it, that's what 100 per year means. Instagram is very stagnating. It's the platform that isn't growing. So part of the strategy in the meeting I did with King, my editor, today was to revise the content strategy for Instagram. And we did. So if you want to see how the content will change on Instagram, just follow me on Instagram. It's linked in the description. And let's see if that actually impacts the growth or not. I'm pretty sure it will, but let's see. I posted on those socials, I recorded a new B-roll, and I enhanced the capabilities of my DR. That if you've been following me for a little bit, you know that it's the AI native browser from Browser Company. Let me show you real quick. So this is Dia, and I've been basically training it on a few things, right? So I asked some new things about the update, so Dia can learn my style. You can stop the video and see that, you know, it learns these 3 things about you, and these 3 things are next. So I said, yeah, let's do that, because it asked if like I want to optimize the content creation workflows. So it gave a summary on who I am. I haven't trained it yet. I was just consuming videos and using the features that Dia offers, and it learned about me automatically. Plus, I personalized it like this. You already saw this. I gave Dia this kind of guidelines on who I am and who I look up to. And then, yeah, I taught Dia what to do. I replied to these questions over here, and basically like this. And it gave me basically some structures on how it will support me. And we also created presets where if I say this and I can click on quoting reply, I can quote the text. So it's kind of like using, like I can literally do it with everything, but it prepared it for me already. And I can obviously write it manually to basically turn a different mode on. So if I want to do a script, I can do that like that. If I want to do a debrief or a recap, I can do it. So kind of creating different modes as if it's different instances of an assistant or different assistants that for now aren't agentic, so can't perform tasks yet. But Dia has that planned to have agents inside the browser perform tasks for you on a tab while the tab is open and you do everything else. So looking forward to that. The least I can do right now is at least optimize the assistant side of things. And here's the networking part. So if I interacted with you on X, you will end up here, and you're a very important part to what I do. So thank you to each and every one of you. Now, when it comes to strategy, I have to be honest, and expenses with no sight of earnings are not easy. They should be technically worrying, but I'm not worried because I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly that every single cent I'm putting into this will be compensated, and I know that I chose the slow route. The slow route that is painful at the beginning. Again, theoretically painful, because you see me, I'm enjoying a lot of this. If in 17 days you haven't seen me like getting desperate or like looking at the ceiling and doing nothing, it's because I haven't. Like it's genuine. You know, you see the time lapses, you see everything I do, right? So I'm genuinely not worried. I think I'm on the right track. The master plan that you can see in I Quit video and in day one video are there. You can watch them and see that I'm actually executing. I'm working on those things. So I'm not worried at all. I know where I'm going, and I know that I will be the greatest fucking public builder ever. And I know that my editor will be the greatest editor ever. And we forged this team of incredible builders that now is scaling up to become the Vibe Builders, which is the name of the community on X and the Discord. And we have so many plans, and I have a lot more expenses, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. You can simply watch like this one, day 17, and go watch day 27, and you will see how much things change in 10 days. You can watch day 37, and you will see that in 20 days, for sure, this number will have some positive into it, right? It will be bigger because there will be more expenses, but for sure, we will be offsetting it. I have no doubts about that. And honestly, if I had to pay that money to make the connections I'm making right now, like these are developers. This guy here is a software engineer that worked at Amazon and Chainlink. This guy here, Avini, that joined the Discord, he's a chat builder, like developer, as well as Stephen and Momo too. Like this guy, he's a great marketer. Like the connections I'm making are they have no price tag. I would pay that money to make connection with each and every one of them. But this is actually just a sub-product of the connection themselves. They are indirectly correlated. So that is crazy shit. Like, you don't understand how valuable that is. Each and every one of these people, when I build a tool, they will test it for me with no doubts. They'll take minutes out of their day, just like Momo did, to watch a 40-minute video of me today and give me that feedback. He will do that to test my tool. And I can validate or invalidate my shit so fast. You can't do that if you're not building in public. You just can't. You have to build, hope that someone tests the tool, and you're not even sure they give you the feedback you want. But with them, I know they will, because I would do that for them. So what I'm building here is priceless, literally priceless. And that's the strategy. I don't have anything specific. Tomorrow I want to make the Discord stronger, so actually implement all the roles if I can, and for sure block certain channels to read only, add the resources. So that's what I'll kind of focus on tomorrow. I have some real life tasks to take care of. You will see that because I'll bring you with me. And yeah, guys, see you in day 18, and as always, let's keep building.